So since, Goose
I
So I'm going to be
yeah,
working this one from the Zent angle.
sure.
There, Chiaro,
Um,
even though I'm
you
going to be sort of feeding information back after the fact to the Harpers about movements so that other agents can act.
okay? Cool. Um,
So I'm going to
I'm
pull a
going
spy roll.
to right. Yeah, I'm. You know what? So after I asked you guys to message me your alignment, not alignment, your loyalties. I realized that I actually have a bunch of backed up messages that I need to unread so that I can remember them in the. So, instead, I'm going to real quick, um, actually go through and like mute everyone and ask you guys for your renown and your any particular thing you might do so that I can write it down in my. So go ahead, or actually, it's easier if I just do this. Okay. Okay. So you're playing Hamish.
Yep, correct.
Okay. And Hamish, what's Hamish's renown again?
3 in Zentherum.
Sweet.
He's got. Do you want the other ones or no?
No, only if it's has to do with the factions or if you ended up getting renown in like a villain's faction as well, then that would be pertinent.
Uh, Shadow Order. I don't know if that's one.
No.
Yeah, I've got. Hamish. It's simple because I've only played him twice. It's Zentherum, Emerald, Shadow, and Waterdeep.
Right. What's the Emerald renown?
One.
Okay. And you are not um yeah. So you do not have your plan is to be a straight up Zent?
Uh, for Hamish, yeah, because his first contact with Waterdeep is Absinthe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who are you playing again? Ira?
I am playing oh, what's his what did I type his name in? Tenon.
Anan? Okay,
Yep.
and what is your faction renown?
I haven't declared it quite yet, but probably something along the lines of Emerald Enclave.
Okay. Cool. Um well, that's if you haven't declared your well, or is the plan to basically spy on the Zents for a different faction?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Okay, what's your character name?
What?
What's your
Oh,
character's name?
um, I. Oh, wait. Fuck. Right, one sec. I did send some to, because I remember I was working on that and then I got distracted by the rest of my character.
Right, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine. What's your renown? It was
Um,
one in that one that I can't remember spelled ever.
the Brigandy Arthy. And then
Yeah.
pirates, because you said that I might end up like knowing that one guy.
That is the leader of the Brigand Dearthi. So go ahead and put
I can just put 2 into that one or
2 in
something.
that, yeah.
And then I did one in Xantherum because you said they are crime-like.
Yeah. Have you found the name?
We talk too much.
That's fine. We'll come back to it.
So
Thank you.
sorry. It might
No,
be.
don't apologize. It is perfectly fine. The Brigand Dearthi are essentially they are a pirate-esque gang specifically connected largely mostly drow, like nearly entirely drow, and they are like essentially kind of like their primary like motivation is often kind of like liberation. They're but yeah, that's the basics, and they're also trying to get this pinnacle.
That's their name. Let 'em. It means death, destruction, and annihilation.
Love it. Okay.
And I was gonna have them go by they them.
Okay, sweet. I'll pop you back into that call and then.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
All good.
Oh.
Okay, Mofan. What character are you playing?
Mofan.
Mofan. Okay, cool. And faction renown.
He has 3 in Aura Gauntlet, 17 in Zitharum, 2 in the Grey Raven, and 11 in
only the core 5, please.
Okay, I didn't know they weren't part of the Core 5, sorry. Then 11 in M1 Enclave.
11 in M.
Yeah.
How much in Zent was it?
17.
17.
Yeah, yep. That's his main faction. He likes to help.
Yeah.
He likes Sean.
Thank you. Okay. Silness, of course, is you said Silness is gonna be like feeding information to the Harpers, but generally helping them.
Yes. And that would be what you would basically be telling the other Harpers is, don't be alarmed. She'd be sending them messaging them saying, don't be alarmed if it looks like I'm helping the Harpers. I'm trying to get information so that other agents can. This would be the kind of the message she'd send them. I'm trying to get information so that other agents have all they need to operate. Somebody's got to do the dirty work.
Right. Thank you.
I'm willing to get my hands dirty.
Cool.
And basically, when she's around Sean, she doesn't wear her pin. She doesn't talk Harper stuff. She talks stuff that is more pretty much Zent related.
Right.
Because by 20th level, she has spy as well, and that's the role she's going for, is an investigator and a spy.
Yeah. All I needed. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello. Unseen, what is the name of your character? Unseen? Hello, can you hear me?
People in the bar. Do you want me to bring
Hello,
Miri instead?
unseen,
Sure.
unseen smoke. Can you hear me? Did she say she was going to like be away from Mike for a bit?
I
No.
didn't hear her if she did.
Okay.
I didn't
Okay.
hear anything either.
Hello? Unseen?
Hello?
Unseen smoke, can you hear me?
Oh, hello. Sorry.
Hello, yeah. Cool. I'm gonna pop us over to a different channel so I can ask.
Okay.
Okay, what is your character's name? Do you have a character name yet? Can you still hear me? Smoke, can you hear me? Well? Can you still hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, sweet.
Sorry, I didn't put it on speaker. My bad.
Okay, that things happen. Do you have a character name?
Yes, Celine Windtrace.
Win. Trace. Okay. And
I do have one question though. I'm working on spells, and it's kind of like I have to like type everything in first, and I'm wondering, is there an easier way? Because I mean, all these spells are from the spell book, so I was wondering, like, can I just like, is there a way to just like copy from all this from the spell books, or do I have to type it in like manually?
so pretty much every spell that's in the spell book you can find on Google. Wikidot is a good source. It's normal word for word. Want to copy it from there.
Okay.
If you
Because I've been just like doing copy and pasting and I'm working on my third cantrip right now.
Right, yeah. Other than copy and pasting, I mean, I don't super know how the Roll20 Charactermancer works, or whatever Charactermancer.
Mm-hmm.
I know that some of them would auto import the spell if you just select it, but
Okay, I was just curious. I mean, I have no problem with it. In which I can just like continue to look up and like, for example, the target. I have that on my D&D Beyond spells, in which I've just been honestly copy and pasting from there.
yeah.
But it doesn't like tell me like the targets or like yeah, that's pretty much it. It doesn't tell me like what I should put down for like target.
That's interesting. Normally normally it ends up being pretty clear in text of the spell itself.
Okay.
By the way, did you read the Lord's Alliance Urgent Stone of Galore?
No, not yet, because I like I said, I've been working on like the cantrips and everything, and which I did finish all the stats, so I got that in there, and so yeah, just working on the spells.
Right. Yeah. Let me just I'll just tell you what it is. So the reward for obtaining the stone before the Zent Mafia can unlock whatever its boon is.
Okay.
You end up getting 8,820 gold split amongst all of the party members who helped. 5 renown in Lord's Alliance, which will get you a higher rank. As well as you can end up having a leadership position on the Lord's Alliance's team to search for the stone's boon. They're competing to do that. The statement that they've put out is that Waterdeep's seedy underbelly has wrapped its fingers around the stone. The powerful artifact should be used to better the city, not worsen it. The Lord's Alliance calls on any who are willing to help retrieve.
Okay. So that's
Um,
just the lore behind it and everything.
Yep. The
Okay.
kind of brief lore. You would, as I said before, would know that the Zintherum is not the Lord's Alliance's enemy. However,
Mhm.
they are competing in this instance where they don't think the other should.
Okay.
Do you have any quick questions about that?
No, not really. Trying to think of some questions I can ask. I guess it's more like I just have to go along until like if I have a question, I'll just like think of it right there and I'll like ask you. So no, I don't really have any questions right now. Oh wait, I was thinking of a question earlier. Where the fuck was it? Oh, for the Lords of the Lions that I'm choosing, do I just put it in with like my bonds, or where should I put that at?
Yeah, so I'd put renown ends up generally being tracked on your log sheet. If you want to put it somewhere on your character sheet, I'd personally say the notes.
Okay.
Though if you want it like right in your face, then yeah, I suppose bonds could be a good fit.
Okay. I just didn't know if like we had to label it that or anything, or like just figure it out from there. Okay.
Generally how you keep your own information is up to you.
Oh, okay.
Good. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and
pretty much the questions I have for right now. Nothing really too much, just filling out the character sheet. Sorry for being so slow, just
all good.
Looking through everything.
All good. And feel free to finish it up as we're getting started.
Okay.
Okay, now we can go ahead and get started with our intro.
Ooh.
Oh, heads up for anyone, I am going to be playing music via a bot through the Discord channel. Music will be starting in just a moment. We'll probably want to be looking at the Discord channel, ready to adjust the volume of the bot. It'll appear in the voice channel as if it is another person. It is called Robertify. You will almost certainly need.
I usually mute it because music just typically interferes with my playing train of thought.
Yeah, if you wish to do that, by all means.
But you do have a good choice of music.
Hello, and welcome back to Tales from Waterdeep. I will be your storyteller today. I am Master Kiarl O'Larlandine first, and my players.
Hello.
CB, introduce yourself and character.
I am playing a wood elf. What would be the best? Who he's bright, but he's not the brightest. And he loves being a powerful battle mage.
Oh.
Oh, I love it.
Goose, if you'd like to introduce.
Yeah. Well, today I am playing a brand new character. I'm generally playing Goose, as mentioned before, but today I am playing Tenon, the Warforged Artificer. Is, stereotypes maybe. He's come to Waterdeep in search of and just curious of what's in the big city.
And I imagine most people in Waterdeep assume that you were built here, as Waterdeep of Wonders.
Very possible, yeah.
Midnight Dragon, if you'd like to.
I am Midnight Dragon, and I'm playing a drow named Ledum. And, they're kind of newer to being allowed out around and in public and stuff, so they'll probably be pretty quiet.
Jerry Donald?
I'm Jerry Donald. I play Elfan right now, who is a halfling rogue, lightfoot halfling rogue, who cringes every time he hear Hamish call him a battle mage.
Liz, like to introduce yourself.
I play Stillness, an artificer and warlock of Goose. She is from a pocket dimension very much akin to Silent Hill, and was brought back to the Faerun proper through a magical accident. Well, crystals exploding. She's an investigator, and well, you will see.
Good. And Unseen Smoke, if you'd like to introduce yourself and your...
Wait, what now?
Just, say who you are, say what your character's name is, and brief description of them. Not physical description, just
Okay.
a little comment.
My character is named Celine Windtrace. She is a noble wizard. Left home and decided to venture into the world.
Okay. There is a rat race in the city of Waterdeep. Waterdeep, as the name suggests, by the water. It's this particular rat race at the moment is centered in its dock wall. The warehouses, docks, city, being overshadowed by cliffs of Mount Waterdeep. The city is built partially up and around. The other wards of the city, well, they're bustling and doing things at the moment. Whereas the criminal underbelly of the city, the criminals that all but entirely rule the dock, are planning their next move. Planning things with a recruitment drive for jobbers. Mercenaries that are hired on for specific jobs, with the potential of being onboarded. Members of the Zintherum Mafia. Zintherum faction. Along with crowds of Zintherum members of the broader faction that are mercenaries and sellswords, spies, information brokers, I should say, that are not directly connected to the Mafia, as they are coming in as jobbers for the Mafia. So too are slipping in people not fully affiliated with the Zinthera. As each of the major factions, the Lord's Alliance, Emerald Enclave, Order of the Gauntlet, and Harper's, have all called upon their agents to enter this push by the Zintherum to attempt to retrieve the Stone Galore. The Stone of Galore is a powerful artifact that no one knows precisely what it does, but they know that it is, in some way, leads to a boon. A great boon which perhaps grant, wish, or simply be money, or some even rumor that it has a way of controlling dragons. Whatever the case, everyone seems to want it, and at the moment, the Zintherum has it. Each of the factions have their own reasons for believing the Zintherum should not have it, and each of the factions are organizing their own pushes to get the stone away from the Zintherum. Whether or not members of this party are involved in those factions and are secretly attempting to, in some way, either plan how to take away the stone, let loose information as to how to take away the stone, or attempt to take away themselves, that be revealed as the story continues. At the moment, you are in the dock, ship, and sail district of the dock wall. And particularly you are waiting at the ground. The ground floor is a speakeasy, in which potions are sold, as there is currently a potion prohibition going on in Waterdeep. This speakeasy is open to all members of the Zintherum, and as all of you are definitely members of the Zintherum, and all of your winged snake tattoos are definitely entirely real, you are all able to get into this. At the moment, there is a an organization to test newer members of Therum, seeing they are essentially tryouts for members to see if they need to join. At the moment, the leader, the capo of this game, Sean Hardlock, is in his own private office, as there's a main room to this. The ground floor is a once warehouse that has been retrofitted into tables around. There's the ground floor of this warehouse, and then there is a walkway, a catwalk that circles like a horseshoe around the main floor, which has private VIP. What is?
I was going to ask, did anybody else hear that?
Oh,
Yep.
oh, gone now.
What is?
Okay.
I'm sorry if it was me. I don't know.
I have no clue who it was. It doesn't really matter. But
that might have been me. I was trying to put in my headphones. Sorry.
okay, it's fine. the past that horseshoe catwalk where there is VIP seating is a closed foreman's office in which you watched on Hardlock enter with a couple confidants, namely Mofan and actually no, just one. Well, fighter. We're playing
Yeah,
tier
I'm here.
2. Playing at tier
Cool.
2. Who are you playing?
Who else?
Okay, fighter. Fighter is still not a member of the Zintherum, correct?
Correct, but I have
Okay,
like
cool.
a trillion.
Then
of them.
Mofan would be the only confidant that John would be taking. The rest of you are simply in building. All of you have general knowledge of Sean Hardlock. I would also like each of you to roll a history check. But I will start with the information that all of you know. Sean Hardlock is a capo in the Zintherum. Capo is a has enough authority in one of the gangs of the Zintherum that he controls the gang of this entire district. He is, I mean, he's a criminal. He runs speakeasies, brothels, a protection racket, and is, yeah, that's what everyone would know. You also know that he is the person who currently is in possession of the Stone of Gold.
Kiarl, I just DM'd you a question considering I've been in multiple parts of this line already.
I mean, okay. Remind me precisely what Silness has been involved.
Stillness was involved in the scouting run to where the enemy camp was.
Yep.
And she was heavy involvement in the highly dangerous, potentially fatal acquisition of the golem that
Okay.
left a lot of people just kind of broken for a bit.
Potentially
the most-
killable?
Yeah, she was basically involved in one of
Yeah.
the most dangerous parts. And put her life on
I'd
the
say
line there.
yeah. You'll be able to come into the
All right.
um,
Yeah,
I
just
though?
figured.
Come on, bruh.
I just figured,
Fighter-
Kiarl, after
After everything I've done for you.
well,
hang on.
Silness has explicitly joined the gang, right?
Nah, I see. how
Yeah,
this
she
is.
went through the
Yeah.
most dangerous part too. She actually
Yeah.
put
I
her
see
life
how it
on the
is.
line for this. You
Are
know,
you kidding me? Well, I guess any battle I'm in isn't really putting my life on the line, is it?
Fighter is
Knob-nose
so
moment.
powerful.
That
Fighter
is
is
arguable.
Fighter is Chuck Norris of the group. He's our Chuck Norris.
Fighter is not Chuck Norris.
He's one of them.
So that's what those of you who are sitting out would know. I would like what was
The Golem.
actually sorry Hamish, you'd be allowed in as well.
All right.
Also
I was wondering about that, but
it's basically based off of what your renown in the Zintherum is and whether or not you've explicitly joined the Zintherum. But
I've talked to him about it. I haven't joined it. I've been wanting to.
yeah, you can just say that you do, right? Not
Okay.
because we don't. The sessions don't include literally every second. of every day. So you can join off screen. You can get your tattoos.
Yeah.
Ira
yeah,
has,
she
Ira
would've
has plenty
joined-
of tattoos.
Silness would have joined probably off screen just for her role.
Yeah. Did anybody get with your history checks? Who got a 13 or higher?
Me.
I rolled a 24. I'm using my own dice,
Okay, yeah.
by the way.
So anyone
What do we
who
roll?
Sorry?
Which dice do we roll for the history?
a D20.
A D20. Okay.
Ooh, I can roll a history too.
So anyone
And
who
I'm gonna
gets
use my dice since I'm still like working
Yeah.
on my sheet.
Cool.
all good, all good.
Hey, Carol, you want to see something neat?
Sure.
Watch roll 20.
Oh, I know what he's about to do.
Oh, really? Does it now?
Yes,
Did it
unseen
actually
smoke.
roll through?
Yes, it did.
So
Uh,
it's
That
also a
is his
natural 20.
special die.
That's cool.
Stunning.
That is very cool.
Where'd you get that dice? I
Amazon.
need to know.
Amazon, it's like
That's-
Shit.
$30.
I'm
That's-
buying
That's too
one
much
after
for
my
me.
work